Okay? So you can set up this formation either manually, or there's actually a way of doing this out of what's called a double square or a royal set. If these couples were to back out here and those couples were to back out over there, you'd have a square of two couples on each side. You can say it is a long dance. Instead of having an A1, A2, B1, B2, it's got an A, a B, a C, and a D. The A and B parts we might teach you later because they involve setting, which not everybody knows, haze, which not everyone's good at, and is potentially pretty disorienting, but we might be able to solve that with our modern Western sensibilities. The C and D parts are the cool parts, and someone asked us to do this. Is that person in the room, by the way? Did anyone ask CALLERLAB, please teach me Dutch crossing? Yeah, so they just suckered us into it. We're glad you're here. We're doing this birds of a feather because someone asked for it. And we're going to let Bob start doing it. I'm going to try to find some music. This is something you could just show your dancers if you had a bunch of people like this. It is going to be synchronized with the music, and that's going to be, as usual, with contra dancing type stuff, an important thing. You ready, Bob? Are you on your own mic?
I'm trying to learn.
You brought the Dutch crossing mic.
What?
I did? So there's the formal version of this, and there's 2 or 3 other variations on this. The first thing to think about is that you have a group of 4 people on each corner that can make a star, right? All right, so why don't we do that? Make a star with each 4 peoples. All right, now, if the people who are on the corners were to look diagonally across the set, you would see that you could make interlocking ocean waves that run through the middle. All right, from corner to corner, across the ends. All right, if you think of this as interlocking ocean waves, the people on the corners and the people in those ocean waves are effectively going to do a swing through 4 times. All right? Those people who are not in ocean waves are actually in a circle, a grand right and left circle if they were to think about it. All right? If you look across the hands in the middle of your star, that tells you the direction you're going to go. The corners always make stars and always turn halfway. All right, does that make sense? All right, so those people who are not in the ocean waves, would you take a step out of the circle for a moment? All right. Those people in the ocean waves swing through. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You should be there. One more. All right. You should be back. All right. That's your job. All right. That's all there is to that. By the way, this is part 2 of a Dutch crossing. There is a part 1, and if we have time, we'll go through it. It's an interesting challenge. All right. Those people that were in those stars step back in. All right. Now those people in the very middle, I want you to drop hands and move toward the middle. Those people who are on the ends of the stars, on the ends of the ocean waves, step out. Those people that are in the stars, I want you to do a right and left grand all the way around. Go right hand star, left pull by. Right hand star, left pull by. Right hand star, left pull by. And and go all the way till you get back where you started. You are the O's, and the others are the X's, all right? So everybody step back in to it. All right, this is basically the gist of it.
You want some music?
Yes. All right. Hello there.
I see, we have a loose cable.
All right.
Is that gonna work?
Yeah, that'll work. Everybody got the rhythm? We all have to work together. Dutch cross. Right hand star. Go. Keep going. 1, 2, 3.
Somebody missed a left hand. And stop.
Stop.
You were up.
All right. Get back in your original position. Yes, Mike?
What usually helps is I tell them, okay, start your swing through. Wait, here comes the right hand start, go.
All right.
When they get up to the edge here.
All right, so the most important thing, now there's a couple of little other hints. When the people when you reach the end of an ocean wave, you have to wait 4 counts to let the centers do their part so that you can get your stars back. So you have a little bit of waiting going on. In the fancy folk world, they do a big loop, but don't do that right. All right, are you an X or are you an O? Oh. No, not that kind of O. All right.
So remember, ladies were all...
You ready there? Let's try it again. Dutch cross. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be done. All right, makes sense? Now notice that when you were going down the sides, if you hurried, you got to the star too fast. So you can't do it at breakneck speed.
If you're in the O, every left hand is kind of a slower thing because you're just with 2 people rather than the star where you really have to go. And you ought to start looking for the people you need because that's the person you can grab onto if you're in the O doing the right left hand.
Now the other thing is those 4 in people, they're standing there waiting. So you can be there and wait for all 4 hands to get there to turn the star. Ready? All right, one more
I'm
time.
going to back you up just a tag here. Give me 1 sec. Okay. I think this will come around where you want it.
Dutch cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You're done. All right. All right.
Ellen has something to say.
Yes, Alan?
For the points or the ends of the waves, when you get out there, leave your hand out there. That's a target. Many of you are dropping your hand and the other 3 are kind of going, where are you?
Where's the center of our sky?
The center of the star is right there. So Carl, when he's out here all by himself while everybody else is doing their left-hand turns, he's going to keep his hand out there because then the new 3s know exactly where it is. Okay?
All right. Everybody face back in your original lines. Original lines. All right. Straight across in 4s, circle left. 1 full turn.
One full turn.
And a quarter more.
Take things literally.
Yes. All right. Step in and make stars. Where are you? Are you an X or are you an O?
Remember the first one?
Ready? Alright. Dutch cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Pace in. Pace with your partner beside you. All right. Again, circle left all the way around. Quarter more. Step in and make X or O. Dutch cross. Face across with your partner beside you. All right. Circle one time around. And a quarter more. Are you an X or are you an O? Dutch cross.
You're in the center.
It had to happen. Whoops.
Find your way back to where you started from.
Lisa always says, if you get lost in the Dutch cross.
So face in your lines.
Face in line.
Face in your lines. You should have your partner beside you. All right. So what happened there? All right. So are you an X or are you an O? Reach out with both center people. Reach out with both hands so you know where you are. That's really important. Dutch cross. Join hands, circle up. Once and a quarter. Are you an X and are you an O? Just look it out. Dutch cross. Join hands, circle left. One. And a quarter. And a quarter. Are you an X or are you an O? I'm just giving you time, because normally we go right into it. Dutch cross. Circle left. Once. And a quarter. Fall back. Go home. Are you an X? Are you an O? Dutch cross.
Lisa, when she teaches it, always says eject, get out of the mess, because you can't usually pick it up from somewhere in the middle. The second thing is, you saw that teach. You saw how well it worked, and that's probably about as fast as we've seen it taught that's successful. Partly we're modern Western dancers, we can use certain of our knowledge. Make your lines the way you are right now, wherever that is. I want to give you a couple of a different way to think about it, a different way to dance what we've just done. Hopefully this will work because you know the pattern. Probably you're going to say, I like what Bob did because that's what you did first and you danced it successfully 4 or 5 times. But bear with me for this one. And I want to relate this to Relay the Deucey for a second, assuming you guys know Relay the Deucey. You know that part of the Relay the Deucey where you go 6, 4, 6, and you go down the line? Well, watch me for a second. If I'm sitting here and this is the big wave on Relay the Deucey and I come on the end and I'm going 6, 4, 6, and I go 3/4, that's great. I'm doing swing throughs and everything. I sometimes do Relay the Deucey and I get on and I dance it straight down the line. I go right, I go left, I go right, and then I go left 3/4. They don't know that. They think I'm doing swing throughs, and swing throughs, your body's oriented this way and that way as I flip-flop back. And the other way is to go that way and kind of go right shoulder, left shoulder. Okay? So swing through and right left grand, or Alamo swing through and right left grand are very much related. Bob taught it with swing throughs generally, especially for the X part. And you taught right and left grand for the O part. I learned it and dance it is right and left grands everywhere. And the stars, I do hands across stars rather than a clumpy star because I want this connected dancing where you really are connected and pulling by with people. So if you'll bear with me, so what I want you to do, you have your lines facing, have all the O dancers step out for a second. No, don't do anything else, you're assuming. You guys are assuming, don't do anything. Okay, the remaining people turn to face, so you're on a perfect X and you're facing up and down. Okay? It's going to be the same path you're walking, we're going to do a right, left, grand, up and down. But Mike's going to pop out the end with the right hand. Mike's going to have to come back in a minute with the right hand. So you're going to come out after you've pulled by, and I would turn around, I think, to my left, all the way around and get ready to come back in. So when you pop out the end of your X, turn around to the left and get ready to come back in. So you guys get what we're doing? We're doing the same pattern, but we're doing it looking straight ahead, eye contact. When you make that star in the middle, don't make a clump. Just make a hands across star, turn it. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go, and a bump. 3, go. You see how you're facing up and down in that orientation, who you're connected with? We're going to go over and back. Good. Here they come, and you're done. Okay? Yes?
There's no way in the center to know who's on, who's going to be hands up first.
No, I don't know who the hands up. Taller people are hands up. Get the O people back in. The O people, you already were doing right and left grands, so no big deal. Sir?
Are those that were in the X's, when they come out, are they turning to their left?
Turning to their left, I think, feels good.
Yes.
You can try a different direction, but I think left is going to feel good. You right pull by, you turn left and go in. So everybody face who you're supposed to be facing, nose to nose. Oh, I'm going to put on music.
So you're facing, the O's are facing across the star this time because you're going to effectively do the right one.
And your pull by is going to be that nice star, right? Not a clump, but hands across. You're connected, eye contacts, the whole thing.
Just the O's?
Everyone, Dutch cross.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
There it is.
So it looked like the turn on the outside, if you get too leisurely, it's a brisk turn on the outside to get back. You only have 4 feet. You want to go once more?
The concept of that outside
Probably want the other part.
They want the other part too.
Roll joint hands and circle left 1 1/4. Now if you're an O or if you're an X, Know who you're fully wide with. You ready? You got the body oriented. Did this have a different feel to it because rather than the sprite? Okay. Weird, huh? This is starting from the very beginning, so we're going to have 4 beats and a Dutch cross. 8 beats, go. 1. Same for the good full wide through the middle. And that was it, right? So I just wanted to give you a different way of thinking about it. I think Bob's teach goes better because it doesn't fake out the people on the outside and leave them dangling and wondering what to do.
There's a version on this that was taught by Seth Teffer, and at 2 or 3 different weekends, and he did this part, and it's a little bit closer to Clark's variant on it because he is a traditional folk leader, not a modern teacher. So there's all these variants, and when you're teaching square dancers, the swing through part, they get to understand. They understand it really quickly, and you can teach it really fast. When you're talking to folk dancers, the facing part would actually make more sense. So again, it's an audience-based thing.
Now, what time is it? I have something 29, 4:29. So we kind of have half an hour. We don't have to do it, but maybe you're interested in what the first half of the dance is like.
What's the first half of the
You
dance?
want to know about the first half? Make your lines, however you are. Good. Yeah, this looks good. Now, there's 2 versions of this. I'm going to do the version that's written here, which is the Dutch crossing. I think there's a slightly easier Yankee crossing, which I don't have. But this is the one I know. First off, how many people know how to do a hey? H-E-Y. We do in the contra dance hey for 4 or whatever. Let me do this for a second. Can we put all the people who know hey, including Bob and me, in just these 2 lines? Can you guys watch for a minute? Right, so who knows hey, lines facing, here's lines facing.
I know hey.
Good, good. And we need one more heyer. Hey, hey, oh, thank you.
There's a heyer.
Okay, so we are going to, we've somehow gotten here, and we're going to square through 2. Right, left. Now, at this point, up and down our column of 4, our 2 columns working separately, we are going to do a hey, and I forget how long it is, hold on.
It's a half A.
A half hey? Okay. And we just did right, left, so they're going to pass by in the middle with the right, we'll turn around to the right, I think. So go ahead, hey, over, hey, back, keep going. We're just a weaving thing. And at this point, as I go by her, I think I stop. Is this halfway? I think this is halfway. They should not pass in the middle. We turn around. Good, okay. And someone had to come to me.
Face in.
Okay, face in. And now,
Circle.
we're going to circle
Right.
to the right, which feels wrong, but if you turn the right
Halfway.
way, then how far? Halfway.
Halfway. You're half sachet.
Right, and we are, I don't feel half sachet.
No, that's your
No,
quarter.
3/4, that's it. And then we want to come back the other way, so we do a left square through. Oh, actually, don't we have to fall back and set and all that shit? Hold on. Yeah, that's the problem. Fall back with partner, ladies on the nose, left.
Somehow.
We got this wrong.
Back up a quarter, back up a quarter.
Back up
face your
and
partner.
face in.
There
There we go.
No.
So face
Ah.
in.
Yes.
Excellent, thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're going to fall back, which, like, we go back a little bit, and then we set and turn single, which is do this, and we turn around. And now, having gotten that sorbet out of our brain, we're going to left square through 2. We're going back the other way, left, right, and then do that hey thing. Left, turn around, bump, 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 and this time we circle left.
Circle.
1, 2, oh, halfway. Oh, this must be it. We my partner?
Face in.
Face in.
And you got your partner.
Fall back.
Fall back.
Set. Turn single. Dutch crossing.
So there are variants on the set and turn things. Okay. What we've done is in the modern, in our attempts at the modern world, is we've actually done a balance 2-step forward and back, and then do the half square through.
Just to kill the beats.
And then when you're using the left hand, you do the left and back, you kill the beats, and now on the other end when doing that. Did that make any sense, guys?
Did you want to try it?
Yeah.
Back to your original lines.
This is the original line. Okay, we're
Whoever you had with
Wherever
you.
you had, wherever you are. So we'll go slow. And let's see. So the important thing that Lisa emphasizes for me is you have that group of 4, that's your facing couples, that's the one you're going to circle in. And then you have your line of 4, those are your hey buddies. Go ahead.
So one thing we found is if you do the half square through, you're gonna do right and left. The left hand you used, that needs to help you know which direction to turn. On the outside, so everybody do the half square through. Remember where you are now. Half square through, left. Now, those on the outside, you have a left hand, so turn to the left.
180.
180. While the centers pass by.
Right shoulder.
Alternating from the square through.
Now go.
Which shoulder?
Alternating from the square through. You went right, left, go right through the middle, left
Now
here.
everybody go left. Centers go right.
Now we're back.
You should be face in across.
But they are in half that shape.
Yes, we are.
No, don't face in, I think.
Oh, you need to go by one more.
You go by one more and then face
Then
in.
face in.
Okay. Is the far line good?
Yes.
And now they're gonna circle left.
Circle to the right,
Right halfway.
halfway.
And fall back.
Fall back, take a step back, and then do your bottom. The left hand? Yeah, do the left hand balance.
Left
Step
hand this
back.
time.
Balance.
And
You step balance forward, back with your left
Keep
hand.
the
And
left
it
hand
did.
forward.
Back. And then left square through 2. Left, right, turn.
By that hand.
Yeah.
While the centers pass by. Pass by.
Good. The alternating shoulder is all the way through.
Yes,
Pass
that's correct.
by.
Pass through.
Face in.
And then face in and circle.
All right.
Or set up for the
Get back to where we started.
Yes.
And then they're ready to do Dutch crossing.
No, circle left.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Circle left halfway with the opposite couple.
And what you,
Fall back with partner, lady on man's right.
Man's right.
and then you're,
And then you're ready to box the net with, well, they have set and turn single, you have box, whatever. But we're ready to do Dutch crossing. Wow. And then at the very end of
so
Dutch.
they're gonna have to do it from the other position, Sir Clark.
I know.
You wanna do it now?
I want to give them a running start through this.
Yeah.
So, here's another problem. The Dutch crossing is only, it's not the whole second half of the dance. At the end of that, you see your partner? Oh, I'm sorry, the one you're facing across, I think. Ooh, I don't know.
No, the one next to you.
The one next to you? Okay, face the one next to you. Two-hand turn your partner, all the way around, is what this says.
All the way.
It says back-to-back partner. I think we're going to call that do-si-do partner. Then circle left with the opposite couple, that group of 4. Circle left. This is where you go 1 1/4. And it says do-si-do opposite.
Look at your new lines.
And you have your new lines, and here's where you're ready to. And this is where we do. Hold it. This is where we do the square through and all that. So that's like the last little part that gets you rotated. I find circling 5 quarters really confusing. I circle 1 quarter, spot a wall, and then go zipping all the way around, and that's how I manage to survive.
Whatever works, it's 1 1/4.
Once around a little bit.
So do we want to?
Yeah.
Do we want to do it from here? I don't like doing it from here. Uncircle so you're back to the one we practiced the hay. Because that's the hay direction. Because you're going to change hay buddies after you circle, right? In addition to everything else that goes wrong. Okay. Okay. This is hard because we want the cues here. At the same time, we want the music playing. Let's get the music.
You mean you gotta read it?
Do you have it memorized?
Timing, yes.
You're going to start with a square through 2 and do the head. You guys
You
hear me?
didn't start with the
Yeah,
balance.
after.
No, it just says, no, it starts with a square through 2.
All right.
And then
Square through 2, pull right, okay.
set up.
Let me get some music. That's this icon.
The hay lines.
Then that has that short opening. Here we go.
Quarter, they'll go this way.
Square through two. Hey. Circle right. Go back. Left square through two. Hey. Circle left. Halfway. Fall back. Face the partner. No sit.
That's where we want to.
Circle left. 1 1/4.
Andrew, get on the other side.
Fall back. Make your line. Half square through. Figure out where your head buddies are.
And he gets the other shoulder.
Yeah, that ain't working. Regroup, regroup.
I like the beginning. Once we had done the square through two in the hay and done diddly and then come back with a left square through two in the hay, that's when we're going to do dust crossing.
Okay, so tell us
again.
You're going to do the square through two in the hay, then you're going to circle right, do the left square through two in the hay, come back, and then they dust cross.
And then they're gonna do
The main,
the X's and O's.
the X's and O's.
All right, undo.
How long is the hay?
How many pieces of hay? 8.
That half hay should be 8.
It's
Should be
quick.
8 counts.
It's quick.
If you're up at this end, it gets you down to that end. If you're down at that end, it gets you up to this end.
So don't cross back over.
Yeah, oh, here's, okay.
Cross over, don't come back.
All right.
Should we do it? I'm going to start. And we're going to start with a square through two. After a couple of beats.
Square through 2. 8.
Yes. And keep turning.
Circle right. Right. Ball left. Left square through. Circle left. Halfway. Here's the do side up. Partner. Are you an X or are you an O? Go.
Two-hand turn partner, goes to the partner.
Two-hand turn partner. No side, no partner. Circle left, 1 1/4. New lines. Half square through. Hey.
Pass left.
Circle right. Ball back. Left square through. Hey.
Pass that same shoulder.
Thank you. Two-hand circle your partner. No side, no partner. Are you an X or are you an O? Check out in the middle.
Oh, Andrew, it's
Circle left, 1 1/4. Ball back. Did you get it? Square through 2. Hey.
same shoulder. Yeah.
Circle right.
There you go.
Ball back. Left square through 2. Hey. Circle left. Two-hand turn
what's in a corner.
Yeah, I know. I think we're done, but you
I
guys
think we're
did
done.
awesome.
Give yourselves a big hand. All right. So, Mike Oliveri has been doing this with his hashtag group in Denver, or in Loveland, or wherever the heck they do it is. We've done it a little bit with a performance group that we've done. We haven't done the second part recently, we've done the other one. So, good job, guys. We always wonder whether we can get a bunch of callers to do this kind of thing. Anyway, whoever asked for this, we're not sure it's a thank you, but we think so.
Thank you, yes,
We're doing the Dutch crossing.
Yes. No, it's not exercise.
Very interesting. No, it's not.
How many times have you done this?
On the.
So, Chris, you guys are prepared to do it?
The instructions are there somewhere. It's left hand.